What's up, everybody? Captain Gino here, and I want to talk to you a little bit about hooks, why I like to choose what type of hook for what situation, hook size, and how to properly put on a treble hook onto a crankbait, because a lot of people don't realize there is absolutely a right and wrong way to put a hook onto a crankbait. So, first off, the two most common hooks that you're going to see on crankbaits are going to be a round bend style hook and an EWG style hook. Now, in almost all situations, they have a standard shank EWG and standard shank round bends. They're going to have a little bit longer shank with the extra wide gap and the round bend. In almost all situations, I choose not to use that. I like a short shank EWG or a short shank round bend. This will allow me to put a much larger hook onto my crankbait. In most instances, I can go up one, even two hook sizes without the hooks tangling and without it losing action or sinking in the water. That's one thing. The weight of the hook is something you do need to keep in mind. If you go to like some of these hook manufacturers offer 3 times strong, 2 times strong. Those hooks are going to be very heavy. 1 time strong usually will get the job done. So why what hook, what situation? Your EWG for like the summer months, the fish's mouth is real soft, and when they're first post spawn, the bass's mouth is going to be real soft. So you'll have a lot of hooks pull out on you. An EWG hook will have the most holding power, right? It's got that big comeback on that hook. When you get that hook into that fish, you got a really good chance of getting that fish back to the boat. The downside of that is there's not a lot of bite. So if you're in a situation where these fish are just swatting at it, that EWG is going to let you down. I've ran into so many people who are like, dude, I'm constantly losing fish. They're coming off. I feel them hit it. I'm not catching the fish. I take a look at their hooks. In most instances, they're using an EWG hook. In that situation, obviously, you can dial in your crankbait. You can do this and that to try and get them to eat the crankbait better. But without risking the loss of fish, I like to go to a round bend. And I almost always start with a round bend, a short shank round bend. This will allow me to go up a couple hook sizes and will give me the highest probability that I'm going to hook those fish. You know, the other day I posted a crankbait video on YouTube, and almost all the fish we caught that day were hooked outside the face, on the bottom of the mouth, outside the mouth, on top of the head, on the cheek. The reason why we were able to catch those fish is because we were using round bend hooks. They have the most bite. That point is going to stick out the most in comparison to the EWG. Now, if I was in a situation where, you know, it's the summer months, it's July, it's August, these fish are just chomping this crankbait. They're getting all that crankbait in their mouth. To give myself a little bit better insurance that these fish are going to stay hooked up, I would go to the EWG, and I keep both styles in my boat at all times. That EWG is going to have a much deeper, stronger hold on the fish. Once that EWG is in there, it's going to grab a lot more meat and have a lot more meat on that hook and a lot better chance of holding it in. Now, to talk on the right and wrong way to put a treble hook on, this is my pet peeve. It drives me absolutely insane. So many guys will change their hooks out and they will put their treble hook on the wrong way. It drives me bananas. So let me show you real quick. I'm going to pull this off and show you the right way to put a treble hook on there. Okay, here. We can find my little piece here. I swear this isn't the first time I've done this. All right. Now, typically I'd thread this through while changing it out, so I don't have to do 2 steps, but in order to show you guys, I'm going to do it separately. All right, so on the eye of your treble hook and the split ring, if I try to put this treble hook on this way, this is the correct way because this is going to naturally lay to where both hooks come back. If I were to spin it this way, that the two hooks are going to protrude and it's not going to come back. This is going to want to hit here all the time, leaving that hook sticking out a lot further. It's going to get caught on brush, get caught on rocks. It's going to dull the hook up. It's going to affect the action, and it's going to affect your hookup ratio. You really need to be sure that the two hooks and the eye, when you put that on, that it's going to sit naturally on the hook to where the two hooks are to the back of the bait. Two hooks to the back. And I like mine uniform. I do the same thing for the back. Right? So two hooks are facing towards the back, so when it lays on the belly. So we're going to go ahead and put that on real quick. I'll show you how that looks. This is how your hook should lay on your crankbait. Now, this is the actual size hook I go to on a 5XD. This is a size 2 short shank round bend. This is the factory hook. You can see that's a size 4 round bend treble hook. Much larger size, much better hookup ratio. And with that size hook, you're still going to not lose any action, and your hooks are not going to get tangled. When you pull these two back, because it's a short shank, they're not going to want to hook together at all. So that is a brief explanation of the two most common hooks used, why to use them, and how to choose the hook size. If you guys have any questions, please let me know down in the comment section if there's anything you'd like to know. Until next time, everybody, tight line.